Alright, I'm stealing another one from Rising Dusk Pool here. Opal and Heart, beating it. Looks like Mean also gave it a try. Ryan Thames must have been the original submitter, is my guess. It's Spine Chief Drags. Definitely not a favorite for Wormkin, or for Spine Chief, I should say, because it's like... I guess it's pretty good with Corruptor. So, but it's not that good with Reaper, if that's what it ends up being. So let's hit it. I'm hoping this one isn't just sort of like a high... the problem with some of these cursed submissions, I really like the ones where there's only one banner on each side, because then it really reduces the chance, because it's like, there's some of these runs where it's like, I could go left or right here, and it's a cursed run or it's a blessed run, depending on what I went, right? And I can find decent justifications to go either way, and it's just like more or less a 50-50. And it's like, you know, I might go this route and get a Glareminder with, say, Corruptor, or I might go this route and get, I don't know, maybe there's like a Bounty Stalker or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a high roll Remnant unit. I guess Remnant units kind of need support. Like Legion of Wax kind of needs an Entombed Explosive. Bounty Stalker needs like either Endless or Reform. Sludge, I don't even feel Sludge is that much of a high roll these days, but it's okay. Paraffin Enforcer, I would argue, is probably a high roll if I get Burnout Extension. Okay, I mean, as I listed all of that out, honestly, if I don't get a good Remnant card here that supports Remnant stuff, I probably can just justify going left here, though. Because there's really nothing good for Remnant right now. Plus, I have Molten Encasement, which could be good on Endless. Although, for Corruptor, we probably don't want that. Maybe we do, I don't know. Returned Soul's a really good card. We got a lot of defense. I probably don't need Shelter, but we'll see. Do I go this route first with Spine Chief? I feel like I do. Like, let's say I get a Decayed Decoy. I probably just go Reap Chief, right? And probably a Holdover Stealth is fine for Reap Chief. Nope, it is weird stuff. I think I just take the Fades. Those Dregs will have natural rage. Oh, no, this is a choice. I like it when the choice is made for me. I don't like to have to make the choice. I think we just do Corruptor. Corruptor isn't necessarily that strong rings 1 through 3, but it's not weak at the same time. I think it's enough that we can take this. I mean, Votive Key, that would have been better with Reap Chief. I should have just done this before the champ as well. I think if I had known I could get... Well, I don't know. It's like... It's not that good. It's still probably pretty good here. It's definitely not Tempered Talisman. I have Bog Slime stuff already, though. You know, boom, boom, boom. I might take Bog Slime. I don't know that I want Votive Key. Like, it's not good with the Drags. It's good with, like, Egg, I guess, but not really even. Like, you gotta have some serious generation. I think the Bog Slime I like here. Okay, Mark of Invasion. It's iffy. I mean, this is not going to be a fun fight. We're guaranteed to get a sharded up Crossbow Man. I can kill them with Fracture, though. Worst case, it's the first wave that has it up, which is a low chance. It's a 1 out of 3. It's not a low chance, but it's lower than 50-50. Because I want to dedicate my first wave resources to clearing the top floor if I do this. I could just bite the bullet here and say fuck it. There's a boons here anyway. Oh man, I could end up with a lot of shards here though. I think I don't take this. Yeah, I'm fine with that, I think. Let me tell you, a great turn to draw Return Soul. Amazing. I think it's so hard to get resources up here that I'm going to do this. Resources meaning the echoes. Okay, we definitely want that guy to die. We're gonna do it like this. Then he'll die here. And I can just take care of these guys. Easy enough. Get around the Ember Drain. Though, I suppose if I end up doing that... which I probably might as well. So you're dying anyway. Maybe I'm better off doing that actually. And I could do this. I mean, they die anyway, but... I'm gonna actually hold that. This is the... you kind of see though, like rank 1 Spine Chief, not amazing. Trying to think what the best line here is. I think it's this, because I could get just a lot of stuff here. Fracture doing good damage as it often does. Oh, what do you know? The worst thing is infused. I don't know though. Bogfly could be okay with Corruptor. It's awkward because the whole priority draw mechanic, but I don't know. They're all decent here. I mean, Bog Slime makes these essentially infused. It just would have been nice if they were already on top of that infused. Then I'm getting 2 echoes with them, which is amazing. Shelter could be my defensive game plan. Bogfly, if I can stick health on it and a multi-strike, or health and a quick, is decent. It's not priority draw though. I can make it work. If I were to find a multi-strike in health, that should work. I can win with just drafts with Primitive Mold. Corruptor, like Highlander run. Same should apply here. Banking on getting a multi-strike though. That could very well not be there. Also, if I just find an egg, I'd rather use the egg. Even though it can be... I think the Bogfly egg isn't so awkward. The other one can be awkward with Corruptor. You're missing out on damage, but... I don't know, do I just take a Shelter? Problem is, you're just a little starved for space. And I don't think I'm going to use the Mola Encasements. So Shelter could be my defensive option, especially if I don't find Quick. This could help with Wave Clear, though. I think I'm going to take Shelter. I could take this. Man, of course, again, just the only bad... This is why I don't like Wormkin. I will say, typically, we haven't seen Wormkin come up in the Curse Seeds, so I've been liking them a little more in that sense. Like, I think when I'm just playing normally, Wormkin is my most hated, but They have really good champs, and they have pretty good starter. Well, Fracture's a good starter. I'm not convinced that Echo Break is that good of a starter, but I don't know. Even though a lot of their units are underwhelming, they're a lot better. Like, their low roll, they only have one truly bad banner, which is Kinos Carapace. And even that, I wouldn't say he's truly bad. I'd say he's more usable to me than a lot of the other low roll for the other clan units. So, like, even though on average I don't like Wormkin, they are better in Curse Seeds, but this is the particular mechanic that just tilts me off the face of the earth, is this damn fucking Wormtooth. I can see an argument to be made for how the drippings, I mean, it opens up, it's not going to like push me toward going this Merchant of Magic here, but it could open up this remnant here. The steel, it is technically infused within the context of Bada Slime. It's a 0 cost. I still have a turn to find Draff. I have a ring to find Draff. I have a ring to find Paraffin Enforcer. I don't really need Paraffin Enforcer though when I already have Corruptor. Like, I'm already going to be good on damage. Same goes for Wicklash. I would take Wicklash probably if I committed to going to the right at the next cave, but I just don't want to. I mean, honestly, you know, going back to banner units, I think the low rolls on Melting Remnant are much worse than the low rolls of Wormkin. Like, I think Paraffin Thug and Wickless Tycoon are, like, not even that much better than a Train Steward. Whereas Kinos Carapace, again, I can kind of work with that. I can work with First of Kin. You know, I can certainly work with a Shard Soul Carver. True. The latter are too fat for Spine Chief currently, but I can work with it. I can just take a pip upgrade. I don't know, do I take this? It also opens up Lady of the House. Lady of the Blouse. Or I could just skip for money. Probably just skip for money. There's a quick. It's an expensive one. Oh, we're good. This is, yeah. It's like we're so good. Multi-strike would be helpful, but I could also just take this Echo Stone. How many Merchant of Steels are we hitting? I still think we hit this. There's not going to be any good fusions for Glarminder, but there's really not going to be anything good for it. Maybe Keeper of the Echoes, I don't know, but let's see. Even like a Kinost, the one that does Reap on Strike, could work. That would actually work well with our deck. So Merchant of Steel here, maybe. I think we go left or right here. There's definitely no Remnant unit I would put into him. No Remnant unit could be better than Glarminder. Even at this point, even like a Bounty Stalker I wouldn't take. Here, we're probably going here. I don't really need a Hellvent right now. This Hellvent does look better though with the Vortex attached, so I might not take that Steel. The Steel is comparable to the Magic, but still technically worse, because in this combo, Herzl Horde is significantly better than Caverns on average. Then we have the final Steel with the Hellvent. That probably gets hit. I think there's enough potential at hitting Steels that I leave myself open to multi-strike instead of just settling for this Echo Stone. So I think we'll just call it good there. I'll be good on shards. I'm probably taking this Horde. There's too many good artifacts for me to pass up on it. Spikes is iffy. I have no good way other than shelter to give health. And I don't know though, I really could want that money. Sweeper and spikes. But I do have 3 shelters. I have these, but those aren't going to be any good. I'm not going to have that many echoes on the floor, unfortunately, so I'm not getting that much armor. YOLO. I could see frontlining with Glireminder in the context that he's really not going to be the thing that kills the boss. He's just there to clear these waves. That'll help a little bit. Kill. Kill. Keep in mind, I also have Etch synergy with this guy. I'm fine replacing with other stuff up here. Okay, we cleared every wave. We won't play that. I kind of want some echoes there. Okay, we definitely want that guy dead. I think we leave space for the Mullen encasement. Ember Drain's gonna suck, but it is what it is. We're gonna go like this. Have some of that biatch. Alright. I think I navigated that fight pretty well. And I got extra gold to reroll with here. Ooh, Infused Shelter. Echo Transfer is no good here. It's not good with Corruptor. Okay, I'm pretty sure we are going this route. I don't know. That's iffy. Like, you could do Paraffin Enforcer and a Glireminder, but I don't know. These clans don't synergize that well, as you can see here. Like, I don't know, they kind of can. You can get burnout eggs and stuff, but a lot of times they just don't synergize well. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't think I can take any of these. I'm eventually really, like, I'll be fine on defense. This guy Quick is going to kill, like, everything in the game past the ring 3. It's just the first rank of Corruptor kind of sucks, but rank 2 starts to come together, and rank 3 has a huge power spike. I'm a skip. Well, I can't do Quick twice. There is the Paraffin Enforcer. Fuck. Well, there's definitely a line there for Paraffin Enforcer, but we just didn't end up with it. I don't know. I feel like we win already with what I have, so I'm going to skip it. Echo Seedling, really good here. Those shelters are paramount to the plan. Haha! That's right, baby. Now we're cooking with gas. You just became the backliner, Glireminder. Congrats on your upgrade. Get some gold, why not? Probably can't really get much with it. That event isn't that good, I feel. It's good if you can make use of Heaven's Gold. I feel like that's the only time it's that high rolly. Is it just me, or did my screen zoom in or something? I swear. Not the best turns to play these shelters, I ain't gonna lie. Here, let's just do this. I'm gonna hold them for later. I could have done the infused one, I guess. Might have been okay. I'll tell you what. We'll just bring back the uninfused one and do that now. That's not too bad. Now we're cooking with gas. Might as well do it all now, right? We'll get some damage in there. This fucking... Of course the first wave has to have the tank sharded up. Why not? Why not? Why not just do dumb shit like that to me, game? Okay, we're gonna take 4 pointless damage here because the game wanted to fuck us. I guess, Gloreminder, you are the frontliner again. Sorry about that, bud. We are fine here. Just sort of do that and call it good. We should be good here. Gloreminder went back to the back. He'll be doing shitloads of damage. And we got shitloads of armor. Hello, Talos. Wormkin etchings? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, I did say I was kind of curious to do this. I mean, if you think about it, that every unit, let's use the context of Divinity for the biggest case. You know, I can get 6 hits with that and a lot of these waves, so 6 times 2, since I'm multi-striking, is 12 reap to the entire floor. 12 times maybe 7 candy on average is, you know, nearly 100 damage extra. Then again, I could just get health, slight amounts of health, and, well, I could just take Weckless Baron. Actually, I didn't even consider that. That's actually a pretty good one. Well, question becomes, do we think we inspire or harvest more? Do I inspire to the degree of more than 2 of what I can harvest? I can't self-harvest. You know, there's no self-harvests. I guess I could if I took a pip upgrade and went for the endless molten encasement shenanigans, but I really don't need that with my current setup. Pretty sure Keeper is the best call here. It does give me some pretty good scaling. I don't know, though. Like, I'm really interested in that Kinhost Vessel infusion. I also get all of the etch to the whole floor. I'm getting health through shelters. I think I'm going to do this. Ember or draw? I might want... we might want Ember. I don't know. I mean, these are free, but you know, when I got lucky there with the Return Soul, able to do Echo Seedling here, but most of the time these are going to be 1 Ember. And then this costs 2 Ember. Brings back a bunch of 1 Ember stuff. I mean, I guess I could hit a Merchant of Magic eventually. Eventually. Like here. It's a ways away. Way from here. Oh. Okay, I'll stop. I think I'm just going to take the Ember upgrade. Wow. Really no need other than to just thin the deck out, which is probably fine. I mean, I highly doubt I'm losing my unit. Yeah, let's do that one, right? Like, I highly doubt I'm losing my unit, and I don't really want dregs. I don't want any of this shit, so I mean, we can make our infusion right now. The other ones are probably unnecessary. Yeah, completely unnecessary. As they always are. So I could just Hellvent like Wormkin Etchings. Is an option, but I think there's just more value over here. I think this is where the original submitter went down. So let's do this before I forget. I guess we can, for due diligence, check this. Another Glareminder. Well, if you didn't find the first one, you got one now. I mean, honestly, that could be okay too. I think I definitely apply more Reap by doing this one, though. Yeah. So this seed is definitely not, doesn't seem as hard as the last Dusk seed we did. Granted, the last Dusk seed also wouldn't be hard if you just went the, you know, high roll route, but in this one, I don't see a route. I guess it'd be tough to find a route where you didn't find power. I mean, if you went here, I don't know what you get here, but if you went here, I'd have to imagine you're going here, and then you would find a Paraffin Enforcer or a Wickless Baron, or at least there for sure, and then if you go here, where I would argue, unless you have a really good Hellvent, this is just the right route to go, kind of objectively. You would get Glareminder. So, I don't know. I think that this one's not too bad, I would say. Watch us lose anyway, but I deserve it now that I talk crap. I don't mean any offense there. I'm just kind of saying that some of these runs don't end up being like too much of a nightmare. Like I've kind of got everything I could want with a Corruptor setup at the moment. No need to take any other shards. Ooh, Mold Braces, probably not that good. Exploding Candle's alright. I mean, those were not really the high roll artifacts we were looking for. Well, I don't really have much removals to make here, but it's probably easier to just get rid of some stewards right now. You're going to have one thin deck. Vortexes also go down in value now, because, like, I just don't need them. So now we got decent health, double the damage. Spikes is a way to lose. Boss is easy, though. A lot of armor. I didn't take a draw upgrade, though. I've only got 20 health. I don't think this is worth the risk. We can win already with... honestly, with the deck we have right now, I think we can beat Divinity, if I'm being honest. Like, I think we have enough to do it. It would be a little iffy. I obviously want to get more Wormkin Etchings and maybe Consume Remove it or Spell Chain it. But more or less, we kind of just have everything we need already. Alright, let's start purging out some units, A. Alright. Too bad that we couldn't, like, have put one of them back first, but this is why we have the Ember upgrade. You'll see it in action now. Not much armor, unfortunately, but I feel like we should have got more than 6, though. Am I fucking tripping or what? No, the first one didn't get us any, because of the way the stuff works. A Returned Soul in this deck kind of sucks, huh? I might just remove that card. Good card, but not here. I don't think we need to be too greedy here. We can just do that. Let's not have 2 of these fuckers to deal with. Should have put that damage there, actually. We have a Wormkin Etchings coming up, so, you know, it'll be fine. Oh my god, though, that fucker, huh? Well, we might as well just do that, but we'll do this. Look at all those shelters that came back. I mean, this deck is probably just going to be Wormkin Etching Shelter eventually. Alright, we got all the units out of the deck. That's nice. Can even do the shelters that we didn't get to play. Boom, baby. Now, there is something to be said that stealth boss might be an issue if it is indeed stealth boss. But hopefully it won't be. Honestly, none of these are really good. My units are already endless anyway after this. Skip. Yeah. So I think we just Hellvent the Wurmkin Etchings. I could make it 0 and Hellvent it. That's gonna cost me 25 shards here. This is where Mean went down. I can see it being an issue, but I don't know. I could also like -2 here, YOLO it, and hope that we get a spell chain. Imagine Echo Seedlinging that. I could also hedge my bets, Hellvent a Wurmkin Etchings, put -2 onto only one of them. Then it's only, I'm up to 70 shards. It's either 70 or 80 shards I want to fight this battle on. I don't know, I think I'm fine. I mean, I need to get my shards somehow. This is a fine way to do it. Especially because I don't have any damage spells, I may not end up with any, so I could have issues getting to 100 if I don't do this. So, I don't know, do I remove Return Soul? I don't think it's very good in this deck. I don't think it's very good in this deck. I'm going to get rid of that in a Fracture. Alright. It's this boss. Heaven's Seal should be fine. We're going to fucking destroy everything. Even if they're sharded up tanks, we're fucking them up. Okay, I could actually just... I mean, why not, right? I mean, we basically are... We're good here. Definitely Draw upgrade will be our next upgrade. Guess we can go like that, it doesn't quite matter. Should actually start with the Wurmkin Etchings, and then the shelters for right before the last etchings. I think we got this one, boys. That is our hand every turn from here on out. Oh shit. That was like surprisingly scary for a half-second there. I mean, that boss is pretty fucked up. Pyrewool, I guess. We are really, other than these two, aren't really high rolling on the artifacts. Okay, Revenge of the Damned could be okay, but I don't know, another Forced Contam. I do have a problem right now, though. Like, if I do that again, I probably should not be doing so many Wurmkin Etchings. I think that's fine to take another one of these. It's a little anti-corruptor, but not really. It's such a powerful card that it just isn't really. I don't know. I mean, that could be pretty good to get rid of the stealth. I guess I will take it. I need some other cards in the deck. Alright, let's make everybody endless. Okay, left or right? Got all these artifacts on the right here. Karuska sure could help. It wouldn't be that good. I've only got those, actually. It's not that amazing. So, I don't know. I don't know that there's actually much high roll I was saying like I guess I already have the two best artifacts I could hope for with Bog Slime and Echo Seedling. Like, I may be more inclined just to try it. Like, probably a consume remove on one of these etchings would be good. Definitely just cost reducing these shelters would be good. Double stacking them could be okay. I think I would double stack them versus the forced contams. I think. I don't know. I also need to get 20 shards somehow. Holdover. Okay, there's unfortunately no good holdovers. Which is weird. Do I even want Trap Shoot here? It's possible I don't. Like, it's a little awkward. This is weird. This might be the only run ever in the history of Everdom that I skip this event straight up. Because, hear me out, it'll be good on Divinity, but every other fight I don't think it's good on. Because I guess it's pretty good into Scourge Arcus. It's good into Scourge Arcus. Granted, I can probably get away going bottom against Scourge Arcus, and then I don't need this. So outside of Scourge Arcus, it's good against Penitent. Again, though, do I really need it against Penitent? I don't know that I do. I might. The thing is, in the non-Divinity fights, I usually have to play this off my floor. Which means I'm not getting echoes on my floor. It means I'm not getting etches, which, you know, that is Reap. I think I'm going to skip this event, sadly. And I don't think I have a good holdover. I really don't. Alright, double stack. Make that double stack. Could double stack these if I think I needed to. I don't think I need to. Get these zero costed. I can get 15 here and just Hellventa etchings for my stuff, so I don't need to force any of these. I literally have no removals to be made, other than I guess Fracture, but I think I want Fracture for this fight. If it does turn out I'm not setting up bottom. I mean, since there's a Dazed, I think we're fine to just go top. So, Seedling that. I think that works. We're good here. Well, I don't know, maybe we're not. Fuck. Drawing that many curses a turn, maybe not. Jesus. Fucking Scourge fell, man. Okay, we did bottom deck both etchings. That certainly doesn't help the fuck out of our goddamn case, but certainly doesn't help. Like, fuck you too, game. A little tired of the bottom decks that keep happening with me, but whatever. Let's do this. I think we'll be good from here on out. I think I want to guarantee the etchings back here. So again, each turn I want to guarantee etchings back. Although, for here we should do 2 of these first. then do it. We're good. Don't worry. Alright, annoying fight, but we get it done. Definitely need draw. Wurmkin Spike is... not needed. I think we have the stuff that we want, and it happens to be etchings related. 420. 420 no more. Mine Horde's good. Honestly, 30... maybe I could have considered 30 damage. I just don't think wave clear is what we're worried about. Do I need permafrost? I highly doubt it. I don't have much else to put my money into, though. Split Anvil has no targets. Probably won't have any. I guess we just take... Man, we really low-rolled on some of the routes we went. Jesus. At least have all of our shelters down to 0, which is good. Yeah. Or double stacked, which is also good. Kind of wondering if I should double stack a Forced Contam, though. Like, do I really need to double stack the shelter? Maybe I do double stack a Contam. It's a pretty powerful double stack. So I got a Vortex. No, I don't have a Vortex. Either way, I'm just not going to make removals yet. Let's hold our money. If it is Penitent, we want these fractures. So we get our 3rd rank power spike. The fights shouldn't be bad here unless it's Penitent. Oh yeah, we are so fine to take this. This is like the easiest one we could have had. Alright, let's make this one be the one that gets... I actually maybe it would have been okay to do the etchings. We're going to have a little bit of awkwardness here, unfortunately, actually, with the etchings. Once I get it hell vented, it'll be a lot less awkward. I should have Echo Seedlinged that. It's all good, though. Oops, should have done this first. If I end up just losing all my gas, it's not the end of the world. I have so much armor built up at this point. We're going to do this first to... there's only a 1 out of 6 chance here I don't get the etchings back. Well, the low rolls continue. Fine. Like I said, if the game wants to fuck you, it wants to fuck you. So, what can you do if it wants to fuck you? If it just wants to fuck you, I guess you gotta let it fuck you. Piece of shit game. Well, I think we have enough armor, it probably doesn't matter. This is why I probably should leave some fractures in the deck. Here, we can do our due diligence here and kill that. It is the harder boss. Let's remove that rage, why don't we? And let's give you some of that, why don't we? And let's give you some of that, why don't we? There. Have fun with that, fucker. That's for removing my goddamn... Here, have some more, dude. Like, have everything. Have 12 melee weakness, why don't you? You're definitely dying, motherfucker. You're gonna have more, don't worry. Boom. You're dead. Well, I don't need to add more shit to the consume pool, I can tell you that. Nope. Like I said, I kind of had the deck back when I said I had the deck that should beat Divinity. Kind of is true, isn't it? Like I have really not added much to my deck since then, other than really Force Contamination and Resin Removal. Both not that necessary, I would say. Oh yay, done Echo now. Okay, I think both Karuska and Mandibles are worth here. There's not much else to put my money on. Like I haven't even made a single removal with money. And I probably won't make any. I guess I don't really need these fractures anymore. That could be an option. I was really hoping for Spell Chain here. Spell Chain on the Wurmkin Etchings would make this a lot less volatile, but I think we can do that. We're at our shard count, so I really don't need to be doing anything else. And there's nothing to make there. I guess we could remove fractures. That's about it at this point. I think with 3 Wurmkin Etchings, it's gonna be tough for us not to get our chain going. So let's get rid of maybe 2. What was the other thing here? It's useless shit. Oh, let's get rid of 1 more. Okay, we're good to go. Pilot Chair Dolls. That could be a band name, I feel. Or is it too similar to the Goo Goo Dolls? I don't know. This is an incredibly bad draw. What the fuck are you doing to me, game? Like, actually, what the fuck are you doing to me? All 3 of my Wurmkin Etchings and no other consumable. What the fuck? Well... Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. This is just such bullshit. What a fucking joke. I am getting legit tired of the draw. Like, just the abysmal draws I've been getting lately. I don't think I want to Echo Seedling this is the problem, but I do severely gimp my deck by waiting 3 turns to get my chain going. It might have to wait 4 turns to get this chain going. God, this sucks. I really don't want to have the majority of the deck be etching, so I don't think I can Echo Seedling it. I might lose to just abysmal draw here. Even these are iffy. Like, I would rather have... I would rather have Shelter be the thing that gets Echo Seedlinged. And I'm really gonna wait 3 turns to even play a card. I might have to. It's a fucking shitty thing. I fucking hate this, dude. Then it probably bottom decks the goddamn Wurmkin Etchings the second time around. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, this is the one I want to Echo Seedling. Two, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're going to be fine. Just shows how resilient the deck is that I can draw that poorly and still probably win it here. God, there's still a chance that I don't get my etchings back, which would be fucking hilarious. And by hilarious, I mean bullshit. But I think we'll be fine. We just did half damage to Seraph. I'm gonna do this first, just in case. Okay, I don't have to worry about it, it looks like. Alright, let's try to kill this fucker this turn. I'm gonna just do it like this. I have... okay. I bottom decked it again, both, but like I still have at least the other worm connections this time to get around that bullshit. Amazing how bad the RNG is here, though. I guess it still counts as a cursed seed. You know, there's a world here. I don't know. I have so much armor. I should be fine. I should just be fine here. If I don't get the etchings, fuck it. I very well might not get them here, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, I get both of them back, so it's fine. Pretty sure even if I didn't get them back, we would have been probably fine. Have fun with that. So hopefully, I mean, top floor Divinity will do 9 damage. This is why you keep it, like, I could have gone like crazy on shards, but I don't want to open myself up to a bottom deck situation like that where I could die to Divinity. Why is he doing 10? He should be doing 9. Huh, I must be wrong on something there. But we get the perfect start, so we're good. We are good. We're going to Echo Seed that. And just sort of go. Oh, I have a Karuska. I forgot that. Alright, we got the chain here. Chain can't be beaten. You're the breaker of chains. And Flying Kill will be here next turn. In true Skyrim difficulty fashion, the easiest is Divinity. We almost actually didn't have the Flying Kill there, but we got it right at the end. So yeah, I don't know, well, it should have been a pretty fun one. It pissed the shit out of me, some of those draw orders, but pretty fun one otherwise. Good artifacts, the best Wormkin unit, Glareminder, hands down. And the best, I think, champ, Corruptor Spine Chief. So, yeah, we get it done there. Forced Contamination. We probably should have had a kill on Seraph if I focused more on applying Forced Contams on him on the other floors. I would lose a lot of stuff, though, with the, you know, he would remove his own melee weakness, half of it, so I don't know. But, yeah, it was thin deck. Just a nice, straightforward win. Let's see what Opal did. Same thing, except went with a Keeper. In hindsight, Keeper probably would have been better. I don't know. Had the Trap Shoot. Didn't go so hard on... Like, they had she had a really, fucking thin deck. Look at that. Just Trap Shoot, Shelter, and 2 etchings each turn. Hard to argue with that. Had higher shards, I think. Got a huge Flying Kill on Seraph the Chaso. How did she manage that? I actually don't get that one. How did that happen? Was it... Is there something I'm missing here? We had the same exact artifacts. Like, literally the same. What am I missing here? How did they get so much damage? I don't actually know how that... I guess... I guess you get a lot of etches. Because they didn't have force contamination or anything. I mean, there wasn't like any redraw mechanics. I wonder if it just like, it's like and the run end screen is messed up. So imagine like she would have, like the Karuska would have had a reason to have it. I'm guessing they had force contam and it's just the end screen being weird. Because I think that's the only way that you could get that flying kill there. That's my guess is what happened. Heart went the Reap path. Had to keep the Glareminder still on the floor, probably. Took a pip, that was for defense. Interesting. That looks like a fun deck. Again, with similar artifacts. You know, these artifacts kind of write themselves to a certain extent. You could have gone either way with Exploding Candle or Mold Braces for every deck here. Probably with Heart's deck, it makes more sense to have Mold Braces, right? But with Opal and mine, it made more sense at the point just to take Exploding Candle, because we weren't going to have units dying, but Heart does have this Molten Encasement dying every turn, so, you know, unless it had Burnout, which it didn't, just 5 armor is probably fine. And that's the only difference, really. Everything else, and I guess Vapor Funnel I mean, that versus Warm Grindstone, it really doesn't matter. Both are pretty non-impactful, I would imagine, to all of our runs, right? Then there's mine. Mean had the same keeper. Had Corruptor. Went this route, though. So you had 130 shards, though, by Harvesters of Death. That's more than we even had at the end. And had the Heaven Seal. I guess just, you know, if you can't kill them, GG. They didn't make it to the boss, so just too heavy on the shards. And I'd maybe extend an argument that the pip wasn't so needed for Molten Encasement. I mean, if your Glareminder's quick, you're killing everything before it hits you anyway. Maybe a unit or two hits you like once in a blue moon, but I don't know. And you got the shelters, you got Wormkin Etchings, like you just don't need that stealth. You could have been better off with an Ember or Draw upgrade and just getting that out of your deck. And keep in mind that it's also, if all of these are essentially endless, eventually they'd be endless, but these two right now are endless. With Votive Key, every now and then that might be endless. Like, you just have a problem with deck bloat at that point, right? Even though it is still a pretty thin deck. But yeah, the main thing here is just you went YOLO on shards, probably just overestimating that you could deal enough damage to kill the giant tanks. I mean, if you think about it, you basically would need... I mean, it's not that out of the question that you could deal with them. I mean, you could average them to like 200 health with factoring in harvests. Keep in mind, you probably also have a harvest here. So maybe we'll say average 200 health. So you would, you know, at 10 damage, you could get this guy, let's say realistically, without a draw upgrade. Oh, you also didn't take Bog Slime. Ooh, That's a big one too. I don't know about the votive key pick there. I think you'd be much better off with Bog Slime. So I could see a huge problem with Echo Generation. Like your Echo Generation looks pretty weak. So I think maybe that's a big thing too. But I think if you had the Bog Slime, it wouldn't be out, even with a no draw upgrade or no Ember upgrade, you could probably be looking at an average of 7 echoes. So that's 70 damage. So 75 by 2 is 150. Follow-up hit by Chief. That would be enough to kill it. So I think you just didn't have enough average echoes per turn, maybe, is my guess. You'll just have to let me know if you see this. And then the original submitter went with Reap Chief. And yeah, had it actually he's the only one that ended up with that line that I had thought about, which is the Paraffin Enforcer line, which honestly I like. I like this setup. I mean, you can basically reap on the bottom and then have a separate floor with your other stuff here. You have self-infused paraffin with multi-strike. That's strong. That tanking is strong. Here's a problem though. Yeah, I don't know about the Keeper. I think with this deck, you don't go so hard on Decayer, and you focus on kind of just the main floor here of Lady of the Reform and Paraffin Enforcer. I would be tempted, honestly, to maybe draw here, but eventually take a pip upgrade. And then have a floor with the Lady and 2 of these Paraffin Enforcers. And then maybe keep the deck thin. You can definitely do that by... Well, it's tough to take the Broken Wheel. I understand the hesitancy here. It'd be tough to take Broken Wheel with this deck. That's also kind of a problem because of the burnout. But you could still thin the deck out otherwise and eventually take a pip upgrade. And then you can hopefully keep, eventually if you went the route I went, you end up with a Holdover and Purifying Cleanse. And you could use that to keep everybody burnout extended. And the goal could just be to have Spine Chief to deal with a few of the waves, but just build out your floor of Lady of the Reform and double Paraffin Enforcer eventually. And I think that gets there. I think that'll win too. I mean, I know it will win. Lady of the Reform with 2 self-infused Paraffin Enforcers with a multi-strike on each of them absolutely wins, especially if you can add like Quick to some of them. And then you can heal with your Holdover, Purifying Cleanse, and even Hellvented eventually, and have shelters here and there. Eventually, you can still do the Worm Catching shelter stuff too. But yeah, hard to say why you might have lost on Clipped Infiltration though. You lost to the waves. You had full pyre health. I don't know. When was the Bog Slime offered? Bog Slime would have been first Divine Horde. I like taking that Horde there. I wouldn't say it's like straight up wrong to skip it. I don't think it's ever wrong to skip it necessarily, but I think maybe you would have liked a Bog Slime. I mean, I guess this was consumer move, but maybe you wouldn't have done that had you had that. And then, between that, Return Soul and all that, that's a lot of echoes that would have helped. Because I can see a problem right now with Spine Chief getting you any value. I guess you can put a drag down here and there. But like this can't go on the floor. A lot of uninfused stuff. Just not easy echo generation, so your champ isn't getting you that much value. True, Lady of the Reform and Paraffin should, but I would get rid of the echoes. You don't have much time to set up against Infiltration, and that's several turns of rage that you might be losing there. Or you might just burn out because you don't have the Lady in, or you don't have the Purifying Cleanse drawn. Like there could be turns where you draw a Paraffin Enforcer turn 1, and then because Keeper of Echoes takes up a priority draw, you don't draw Lady, and you don't draw Cleanse, and then you're fucked because you don't have any reform. So I could see that being pretty bad too if that happened. So those are just things to think about. I think the keeper is unnecessary here. You gotta determine, are you Wurmkin or are you Remnant at that point. I think I go Remnant at this point. Don't go Keeper of Echoes. Just go all in on the Enforcer. But yeah, that was a fun seed. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.